here it is. Well, anyway, I'm not going to go on here. You know who I am. And here's the Roku TV, but the question is this, and I'll just, do this. Is that really Mike Pence? Arrow drops the hammer. I don't know. Well, is that President Trump? Is that Marla Maples? Which wife? How many wives did Trump have, by the way? I don't remember he had a wife looking like that exactly. I don't know who his wife is. He's married to First Lady Melania. That's not Melania Trump. So that's not Melania Trump. I know that. That's not Melania Trump. So I don't know who that is. He's been married to Melania Trump for, well, as long as he's been married to her. That's his business. It's him or Melania Trump. Well, that's the mother of Barron, his son. So that doesn't matter. Just for the record, I can't even say, I think my own father was married 7 times. I think married, well, not that I was, there when a judge or somebody or county clerk signed a piece of paper saying my dad and some woman was married. Well, I wasn't at a courthouse. Well, my dad wouldn't marry one of his wives like this fucking gay bullshit. Like just 2 men go in and some clerk in some county just signs and scribbles a piece of paper. Oh, here, I got my license yesterday. Yeah, well, what? Well, I don't know. It sounds so silly. I mean, me, Ronnie-Ward, and I've got a piece of paper here that says I'm legally entitled to everything to be probated that me and Jeffrey Epstein owns. I mean, or whatever. I mean, well, that's why. Well, is this Mike Pence and a robot? Mike Pence from David Pakman show 2 days ago. I don't know who David Pakman is. I don't know. David Pakman, that sounds like, I swear to God, I think we're going to jump. I won't tell you. David Pakman, I swear to God, I think I got to be careful. I think I'm going to jump into the alternative universe here. And maybe I'll have, well, goddamn, I can't even think of it. Well, there's Mike. Well, is it Mike Cuomo? There's Andrew Cuomo. And there was a Cuomo, a father. But if this is Pac-Man, well, are the Mario brothers going to be in there? Like Andy and Mike Mario. The Mario brothers in advance. I've seen everything now. I've seen everything. I've seen Trump. Well, you wouldn't recognize it as Trump.
Charging screensaver.
No, you wouldn't recognize Trump. No, you wouldn't recognize Trump. No, you wouldn't recognize Trump. No, you wouldn't. Well, I swear to God, I have nothing to do with politics at all. Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. I swear to God, I think I saw some little dog-looking thing. I swear to God, it was talking like it was me, but, well, I don't drink. I don't ever drink. No, a dry drunk. Dry drunk. Yeah. Like just make it dry. No shake and stirred it and thing like that. No, I'm not James Bond. No. I mean dry. How dry. I'm so dry. Drunk. 3 by myself. Well, I'm tired. That's all. I'm just really tired. I'm okay. If I only could get rehabilitation. Get rehabilitated. Because I've got dilapidation. I need rehabilitation. Well, rehab. Rehab house. I don't know. I'm so confused now. Well, 12-step program. No, I can walk just fine. I don't need to be 12 steps. Rehab. I don't know. Rehab, rebar. I mean, it doesn't make any sense anymore. Because I've been in New York City for 6 years now, and I have since September 1st, 2019, and well, I know it's Well, Monday, I think. I think it's Monday. Monday, I guess. Well, it depends on midnight. If it's midnight, then it's Tuesday, I think. But Monday, well, we'll just say Monday, the 25th day of August. Yeah, 2025. I'm pretty sure it is. Well, I won't tell you. See my walls here in my house? They're really white. I mean, they're because I had them painted when I moved in here. That's the only thing I asked for. Just please paint the walls. Just because they were white already like this. I said, just put a fresh coat of paint on. That's all I asked to do. That's it. It's the only improvement I requested. It was a condition. Because I said I wanted that. And so then the lady, Mrs. What's her name? O'Delamy. A lady named O'Delamy from somewhere in Manhattan. And a broker who's a Jewish broker. Yeah, a Jew broker and a human resource worker named O'Delamy. And a place called Working for Housing or Work Housing, Housing Works or Work for Your House or, well, I got a free place, so I didn't work for that. And Mrs. O'Delamy was, well, a human resource person. Like, I don't know if she's the human. Well, I'm human. I don't know about Mrs. O'Delamy. I'm not sure, but HRA it's called. Something, some agency in Coney Island. They've been in Coney Island forever, but I got a letter over here. This is, well, recently, but not in Coney. It's not in Coney Island. I mean, I'm not joking. In Coney Island, on Mermaid Avenue. Mermaid Avenue is an avenue in Coney Island. But it is when you get off the train and it pulls into the big pavilion thing that's really huge, and the trains pull in and stop, and then everybody gets out. Well, there must have been a lot of people going much earlier. But there's hardly anybody who goes now, either direction. But you still get out and walk on the little thing, and it's big, and down these ramps, and I mean, it's really big. I mean, it's really ridiculously big, considering how few people there are that seems to be around. But I don't know, planning ahead or planning back or planning ahead. But anyway, you go right out there and walk on that little thing, and there you are. Big thing over the thing, and you look, and if you can see anything, well, there it is. You go straight ahead. You're on Mermaid Avenue. So you made it. You made it off the train. Well, the Q train. It's Q. It's just the letter Q. It's Q. I don't mean Star Trek Q or Cupid. Well, Cupid doll, I mean, you can get a Cupid doll at Nathan. There's a hot dog there down there too. Nathan, well, you got to walk. Well, if you're there, well, that's Mermaid Avenue, and but you gotta. Well, you gotta. Well, I don't know. I'd have to. Well, you could meet me in Times Square if you wanted to. If I could find, we could meet in Times Square, the crossroads of time of the world. Right? If I met Mike Pence there, if I did, and he wanted to go to Coney Island, and I'm not talking about the Wonder Wheel, yeah, I'm just talking about the place where you go for the hot dog eating contest. Well, you got to get to there. Well, I can't tell you how to get there. But Mike Pence, this robot guy, wanted to go to, but they already had the Nathan's eating contest thing this year. They had it already. Well, I missed it down at Coney Island because they didn't have it at Nathan's at Coney Island. Well, they had it somewhere else, another venue. I don't know where. Well, it's not like they send out, hand-engraved, embossed gold, letters from the governor or mayor's office. Oh, His Excellency the Mayor Eric Adams is inviting you to the contest to see who can eat the most hot dogs the fastest. Just a bun and a dog. I mean, nothing on there. I mean, a hot dog. I don't mean a dog and a bun and knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bun. No, that's a little song I sang when I was at Jerry Silverstein's Little Candle in the Wind. Well, all the way to the Jarvis Hart kind of place in Well, anyway, now we're way over on the west side, and I don't think Mike Pence, I don't know if he's ever been to New York City. No, Manhattan. I don't think the man from Indiana, who was, I think let me see, wasn't Mike Pence served as the vice president for, now let me see, well, wait, I can get there. Because I start with Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan was the President of the United States who was elected in November of 1980. And his Vice President was George Herbert Walker, George Herbert Walker Bush was a Vice President for Ronald Reagan. And Barbara, yeah, George Herbert Walker Bush. And, well, his wife, Barbara Bush, from Texas. Well, that was the vice president and, well, the vice president and the vice president's, well, really lovely wife. Barbara Bush. Well, of course, his wife, and she's his wife. She's married to him. And I guess that, well, Ronald Reagan was the president. And the first lady, now Ronald Reagan of California, former governor of California and all that stuff and Hollywood thing and everything. And his lovely wife, Ron and Nancy. Ron and Nancy. Well, Ronald Reagan and First Lady of the United States, Nancy Reagan. Just Nancy Reagan. So Ron and Nancy are the president and the first lady, and the vice president and his wife are George Herbert Walker Bush and, of course, Mrs. George Herbert Walker Bush, because you wouldn't say that in his wife Barbara, but because that's how you talk about a husband and wife. You just don't do that. Like my grandmother and grandfather would have been Mr. and Mrs. Frank Harry Jr. No, that doesn't work either. Well, anyway, so Ron and Nancy are in the White House. And they get, well, Ronald Reagan, or Ronnie Ray Guns. I'm from the Midwest, Ronnie Ray Guns. Because of the Star Wars thing and the mission thing, so it seemed like outer space to me. I remember all that. So, yeah, Ronald saying we're going to have, I don't know, did he say Star Wars? I don't know, whatever he said to intimidate Brezhnev. Wasn't Brezhnev or Gorbachev? Brezhnev or Gorbachev. Ronald Reagan is intimidating Brezhnev. He's intimidating Brezhnev. By what? What happened to Mike Pence? Well, Mike Pence, where's he at? I don't know what happened to Mike Pence. Pock something. David Pock, the David Pock Show. David Pock, I can remember that. Search for David Pock. I remember that name because that's such a weird name. David Pock is. David Pock, man. D-A-V. Yeah. D-A-V-I-D. David space. When I do it like that, you can see how silly it sounds. P A K David Pack M David Pac-Man. David Pac-Man has a show called David Pac-Man Show, and he's going to be interviewing or talking to Mike Pence. Yeah, the vice president, and I forgot to get to where I know he was a vice president, but I sort of forgot that part because this part's so ridiculous sounding that it is. But oh well, here we go. Welcome to the wonderful world of Roku, Westinghouse Roku TV. Welcome to that. It's a New York City special. Yes, it's very special. It is very special if you know how special. I mean, I'm not joking. If you knew, I mean, I said Westinghouse. I mean, Westinghouse. Like this. Like Westinghouse. See that? That's Westinghouse. Like a logo for Westinghouse. That right there is, well, Westinghouse. I mean, that really, it is. It is, but it seems sort of silly on this television monitor thing that's not a TV. I mean, but it is. That's what it says. Well, if you think that looks strange, and Westinghouse, that's a logo. I mean, I think it would be on a light bulb, maybe on a light bulb. But this is really modern. I mean, it's very modern. I bought this thing here on May 3rd. At a Target store inside Atlantic Terminal. I did. Or Target, as I like to say. Because I hate to say, I'm going to Target to buy anything. Target, it's always Target or something. I mean, for me anyway. I mean, for me. Well, Target, I mean, it's a joke, okay? I mean, it's a joke. I mean, a joke. I mean, my mother would go to Target and shop and buy groceries and stuff, and you see women people going in there. I mean, Target for me to go buy what would I buy in Target? They don't sell guns. They don't sell any hunting or fishing things or anything like that. I mean, I don't know what they sell in there, but I mean, they don't have men's clothes. I mean, you can't work, and I'm going to go there and, I mean, I'm just saying, well, I would say, oh yeah, they're going to Target, whoever goes to Target. I go to Target. No, I wouldn't go to Target. I just call it Target. Well, there's a place, it's a big box store. It's a big box store. But you go in there and it's all contractors. Men, contractors, buying things to build, to take dilapidated places and rehabilitate them, houses kind of thing. Well, it's a very serious place. It's like a big, warehouse in a way with all these goods all stacked up. I mean, it's just brought in stacked up. I mean, wood all stacked up and saws in the back. I mean, you could go in there, and I would do this. Well, I would go in there and say, okay, and have things all figured out. Then I wanted to build something at my apartment because I don't have all those tools. Well, I can write that all out and figure all that out and go there and get a cart thing and go around and pick out wood and stuff and measure it and go back and cut the things and figure. And if you need fasteners to whatever you want to do, they have all that stuff. So it was good for me to go in there and be able to do that. Well, that's what I would do in there. That. Well, other guys come in there and they have big tool things on and trucks and stuff. I mean, these are builder people. I mean, they are. I mean, but I really wouldn't see them too much because I was out there doing what I was doing. Looking for things and wood and building something, thinking about buildings for my house. Well, they have a special desk for these people. I don't have that. So, well, just to make it really clear, well, there's a lot of guys like me. They're just guys and might marry, whatever. Well, I want to go there and do that too. Well, I don't go to Target. I mean, so I was like, well, the other people go, women, whatever, family people, women, they go there. And I say, oh, there's Target. Oh, there's Target. Well, I'm just going to whiz right by Target, because I'm not Target, But I'm going to go over here where all these men are. Yeah, and by the time I get over there, I'm like, yeah, well, that's Target for women and some men, they go there and shop at Target. And, well, these men here are men, but, well, I'm building things. So I just said, well, there's Target, and I just call this Homo Depot. Homo Depot. Just Homo Depot. Just Homo Depot. I call it Homo Depot. Yeah. Homo Depot. It's a depot, I guess. I don't know that homos shop there. I mean, I'm not one. I don't know what the contractor guys are doing, but I don't know what's going on. So I just say Homo Depot, and that's Target. And that's not part of a story. This is never a story, but you see, oh, here he is right here, David Pac-Man. Okay, let's see what he has to say, because I'm very interested in him. If I can catch him, just catch him. Just catch him here. To click on something before it might disappear. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I got to find the Mike Pence thing. If I can find it, here's his channel. Here's his channel. Okay, is Mike Pence down here? Mike Pence. I'm looking for Mike Pence. The thing with Mike Pence. I just saw it a minute ago. I did. Oh, it's like that, but not that. There's him. Oh, he's terrified. Okay, you see what I'm saying? I told you. Didn't I just tell you? I just said this, didn't I? Yeah, I did, didn't I? Well, where is it? Mike Pence. Where's Mike Pence? Mike Pence. Oh, here it is. Mike Pence drops the hammer. Here it is. 2 days ago. So today is August 25th, Monday. So on Friday, 2 days ago, or Saturday. It depends. Midnight, it depends on how how they count the day. I mean, it's not 2 days like 2 days from when. I mean, it depends. No, it doesn't depend on anything. No, it doesn't depend on something. That's diapers that adults wear or something. Depends. I don't know. Something like that. I'm not sure. I don't know. The hammer thing. Did I miss it again? No, here it is. Here's the hammer. Oh, here's the hammer. Okay. Drop. Well, whatever. Here it goes. Whatever. Here it is. The hammer. Here it is. Are you ready for it? I don't know. This is an ad. This is an advertisement. It says skip the ad. It is skip ad. That's not part of that. That's a separate thing. That's an ad. It's an ad. It is an ad. Whether Newsom paid for that ad or not, it's an ad that has Newsom's picture.
An active participant. He was willing to be a passive participant, but not an active participant.
God, Lord have mercy. Wait a minute. Let's get back to the beginning. Yeah, we gotta get back to the beginning. Hold on. Hey, Sloopy. Hang on, Sloopy, you gotta hang on, yeah, Sloopy was a very, very good bad part of town, yeah, and Sloopy, I'm not no Sloopy, but we gotta hang on, though, you guys, gotta turn on the light, I gotta go over here, gotta go in the other room, over here, I turn out the light over here, too much backlight, so I can record it off this television and get a good take. That's right. Gotta go all the way over here. Turn out the light. Right here, turn out the light. Whoop, out went the light. And there we go. The green light's over there. And here's the red light over here. Because it makes a nice light. Because it's all white here. And you look up here and you think, wow, look at how high the ceilings are. It looks really high up here. It's because it's sort of curved up there, but I measured it the other day just to make sure. It really only is from down here, from the floor here, to up there, 8 feet. 8 feet. 8 times 12, 96 inches. But you're in there and it seems like it's really high. I mean, it does, but it's not. And here we are. Here I'm back in here. Now I gotta find the remote again. The remote. I have to have the remote. The remote in order to turn the TV back on. Oh! Because the remote turned off. Well, the TV turned off. Well, it didn't turn off. It's on standby. Well, the screen went off, so now I have to find that. So, well, here. Well, watch out. Here we go. I got to turn the light back on. Oh, there's the light. So now we got to find remote again that I just had in my hand somewhere, so I can turn this back on. Because, hang on, Sloopy. Sloopy, hang on, yeah. You gotta hang on, Sloopy. Because it's probably in here somewhere. I'm like everybody else. Where'd you leave the remote or whatever? I don't know. I don't have a remote tray. Maybe I should. I don't know, but I don't know. Well, here we go again. Well, I just had that remote in my hand. I know I did. So now I have to figure out where's the remote to turn this monitor. It's not a television. It's not a television. I mean, does that look like a television? It's not a television. It's not a television because it's not a television. Because it's not a television. It's not a television. No, it's not. But oh, here it is. See, well, right there it is. See where it is, laying right there. It's not television. It's not. Oh, yeah, I wanted to show you something. If you thought that was impressive, well, look at this here. Over here. Well, I got to turn the light back on up here so you can see this. There you go. Okay. All right, look at this. GE, General Electric. Like, look at that logo. For GE, I mean, that is like, I mean, that's some kind of General Electric logo that I remember seeing somewhere, but I can't believe that's on the new refrigerator freezer. I mean, it is. I mean, it is. I mean, I don't care. I mean, the freezer up there, big refrigerator. It is. I mean, brand new. Like brand new, brought in here brand new. I mean, here's a while back. I don't know when. So here we go. We're back here again. Here we go. So now I gotta go back over here. Just turn out the light over here. Yeah, so I got the remote in my hand. Here we go. Out goes the light. Like that. Out goes the light. There's the light out. And here we go. Here's the television. No, not. Here's the Roku. Here's the Roku. Yeah, it comes on here. Let's go back here.
Looking for a signal. Check that your device is on and plugged into AD.
Anyway.
Home button 1 of 8.
Well, let me see. Oh, it's YouTube.
Topics for you section with
YouTube.
Disney.
Well, YouTube
Disney
somewhere.
BYUTV button.
Here we go.
Page. Leaving. Type.
YouTube.
Launching YouTube.
Well, here, let me mute it.
Muting.
So, anyway, here we go. YouTube. Boom. All right, YouTube. Now I got to do David Pakman again. David Pakman. Yeah. David Pakman. I got to do that again. If I can find it, I'll find it. Oh, no, I don't want to see this. This is a commercial of some sort. A commercial for something. I don't know what it is. I don't know what that is. So search. No, not that. No, I don't want that. No, I want to do this up here. Search. David Pakman. There we go. See, David Pakman. There we go. David Pakman. There we go. David Pakman. And boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 back to my room, and we'll do it all night, and if it feels alright, yeah. Boom, 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 ba, 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 ba. That's a band from the 80s or something, a band that's a song. Boom, 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 going back to my room, and we'll do it all night, until it feels alright, oh yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Well, I don't know what you would think I'm talking about. Like right now, in 2025, boom, 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 going back to my room and do it all night until it or you feels all right. Boom, 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 or bomb, 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 or well, the meaning's not any different. Back then, it wasn't about anybody going anywhere and having sex. No. That's not a song about having sex. Boom, boom, boom. Going back to our room and do it all night until something feels all right. Boom, boom, boom. But no, that's not about sex for anybody. Just like it wouldn't be about it today either. It wasn't about that back when I listened to that in the 80s and 90s. No. I didn't have to think too much about what it meant. I didn't have to worry about it. No, they play it on the frickin' radio. On AM or FM radio. You turn on radio, pick a station, What comes through the air, yeah. FCC, all that stuff. Well, hell, anything goes now. Anything goes. If it only could be so simple as everything comes on a dial, AM or FM in your car, and you listen to that in your car, and you didn't have that in your house, you had something different, and it was a piece of furniture, and life was, well, I mean, it is Ronald Reagan. I certainly to goodness nobody would think that it was not dangerous, or there wasn't very serious matters of the world and affairs and nuclear weapons. I mean, very serious stuff. Absolutely. I would think so. Yes. Well, I knew that. I think anybody else who knew anything from that time would know. When I was in grade school where I lived, we still did drills where we went out in the hallway and dug down and covered our heads in the hallway. In the 70s, where I was living in Illinois, I don't know about anybody else, but we weren't doing that just for what? It was serious. It was, but we didn't think about it. It was just what we did. Well, I would say that, if we only had Ronald Reagan today, or George H.W. Bush, or Richard Nixon, or Johnson, or Kennedy was here for such a little bit, but he was very important, or Eisenhower, or I don't know. I know I wouldn't be standing here doing what I'm doing right now for 6 years in New York City. You kidding me? I'm like, what happened? Really, what happened? Like, what happened? What happened? Really, what happened? What happened? What, where, and when, and how? What happened? Where did it happen? When did it happen? And how did it come about? To go from where I know things for certain, absolute, like, no question. You know that United States of America, it doesn't matter. You knew one thing. It was Washington and Moscow. That's all you had to know. You didn't have to worry about it. You didn't think about anything else. Nothing else. Washington and Reagan and Moscow and, all those people. I don't know all those people. I didn't then. It didn't matter. I didn't need to know anything about anything, any place else in the world, except Ronald Reagan was the president of the United States. And he was president. Before him was Carter, and before him was Ford, and before him was, Nixon, and Nixon, and 2 times Nixon, and, Truman, and, no, not Truman, but Johnson, and, then, my God, Kennedy, I don't want to talk about that, and then from him, Eisenhower, and, and Truman, and FDR, and, how much more farther back do I need to go? What happened? When did it happen? What happened? Where did it happen? When did it happen? How did it come about? Okay, we're going to go right here to this thing, whatever this is. A Roku fantasy island land. This is all fantasy. This is all fantasy. This is not news. This is not anything. Does this look important to you? Does anything on here look important to you? Anything that you can see it. You can, it's too bright. Does any of this look important? Just think about it. How important does this look? Just imagine what I just said. What I just said, everything I just said, and what I'm saying right now. Does this look important to you? Is there anything important about this? I don't know how there could be anything important about this. Do you think I care too much about what this says? It's all fantasy, right? Isn't it a fantasy land? Isn't it all fantasy? How do you know? over here. Hey, I know for one reason. I know for one reason. Because of everything I just said. So, I have no problem looking at something like this and saying to myself, okay, I'm here, David Pac-Man. Yeah, Pac-Man. David Pac-Man. Yeah. Mike Pence. This is Mike Pence. It's Mike Pence. Mike Pence. It is. Vice President of the United States of America from Indiana. And you have to remember why I have a hard time remembering. Because Dan Quayle is also from Indiana. And he served as a vice president as well. Well, you can understand why. Yeah. Well, Indiana, two men from Indiana, Dan Quayle and Mike Pence, both served well, let's just be real clear about it. At the pleasure of the President of the United States. Absolutely. I mean, I know this to be the case. I hate to put it like that, but I never have had to thought about that. But well, you have to understand something that I think most people don't understand. I work at an office for somebody. Well, don't I work at the pleasure of the boss, the man who owns a business? Don't I? Me? G. Thomas Johnson is a man that I worked for at a place called Matrix Investment Corporation. You don't think that I didn't work at the pleasure, but that's the term that applies in a context such as this. Meaning, if I don't do what I'm supposed to do, how I'm supposed to do it, then I don't have a job. The same thing's for a vice president. Unless the vice president thinks that their job is what Adams knew his job was. The first vice president, he knew what his job was. To figure out what the hell to do as president of the Senate. Because it didn't exist. It never met. It never had. The governors of the various 13 places had to select people to come and go be representatives of the governor of the 13 places. As the governor of the 13 places, there's nothing in the Constitution that said how these two people from 13 places or 26 people, how in the world that was going to work. So Adams didn't have to worry about it. So there was nothing he could do but wait until the time it took for a number of people, no more than 26, two people whom 13 governors or leaders or people who could send with, they knew who these 13 people were. They didn't know anybody else. So 13, one person from these 13 places had the responsibility, if they chose to, they wanted to. They didn't have to. There's no rules about it. But they have to travel to where Adams is, because that's where they have to go to. Because Adams is the president and presides at the Senate. So that's how they know where to go. And Washington and Adams, he's the president. And Adams is from Boston. I don't know if they'd ever met one another or not. Is there any evidence of correspondence between Washington and Adams? I mean, I don't know. No, there isn't. Because the executive, or Washington, has to pick what? No, he doesn't have to. You don't have to wait for Washington. George Washington is going to come to New York, and he's going to stand on a balcony and have administered to him the oath of office, according to the Constitution of the United States. And the Constitution of the United States, it says in there that 13 individuals who are the highest plenary authority of the places, because those people held all the power. Judicial, they were one person, a governor, ostensibly operating on behalf and at the pleasure of King George III, except we had a revolution, right? Yeah, a bloody revolution. Some strange people were the ones who then raised their hand, as it says in the Constitution, I do solemnly swear to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Oh yeah, that'd make a lot of sense, wouldn't it? But that's what it says had to be done. Who was responsible for that? Well, George Washington would have had to been, right? Well, wasn't he the commanding officer of the revolution that we had to overthrow the tyranny of George III, that bastard guy all the way in London somewhere who was raining terror on everybody? Yeah, I'm right. Well, that's the narrative, so, okay. Well, you see how difficult this gets? I didn't think about these things until most recently. Since I've been in the city of New York, January 2020. Yeah. 5 years and almost 6. Yeah, that's when I knew something was up. Then, January 2020, because I was here. I knew. I just zipped up my mouth. I just zipped up my mouth. I didn't say anything. What was I supposed to say? Nothing. That's right. Like many other people. There's too many people like that now. In too many places. So I'm interested to see what the Vice President of the United States has to say. What the Vice President of the United States has to say. Because I can say that. Because it's Mike Pence. I can say what the Vice President of the United States has to say. And I can say J.D. Vance, the Vice President of the United States, has to say. I can. And I can say Kamala Harris, the Vice President of the United States, and what she has to say. And, well, I had a problem remembering Quayle and that and stuff, and I just think Barack Obama, but I know he had a vice president. I know he did, but he did, but I'm not talking about that right now. I'd have to think about it. Like I had to remember that. It's not easy to remember these things. I remember all this stuff. I do remember it. I know it. Of course I do. Are you kidding? Yeah, I don't.
Unmuted.
Yes, I do. Oh, I know
All
this.
right, I love this. Mike Pence went on TV to comment to Jake Tapper about Donald Trump's farcical and humiliating summit with Vladimir Putin in Alaska. And Pence made it pretty damn clear that Putin is not a guy to be trusted, that we need to be much tougher with Vladimir Putin.
Hang on a minute.
And really
Hang on a
sort of
minute.
nudging
Just hang
Trump,
on a minute.
even though Pence
Hang
can't.
on a minute.
Trump hates
Hang on a second. Hang on. Just hang on. Hang on. Hang on just a minute.
active participant.
Just a
He's willing to
minute.
be a passive
See, I knew this was going to be good. It's good. It's good already. It's good. If I can just get it to stop a minute. If I can figure out what button to push to have this pause just a minute. If I can figure out where the pause button is. If I only knew where the pause button was. I don't. Well, there. Okay. Put it back to the beginning. Because.
Here, go back to cancel.
Because here's Jake Tapper as well. He's in the frame with Mike Pence. And here's this guy here. I'm saying this is Mike Pence. And this is Jake Tapper. And this is this guy here. And this guy here is David Pac-Man Show. So he is the one who's put this together. And I do not know anything beyond that. So this guy right here, this face right there, the face of this guy right here, whoever he is the most important thing here. Him right there. Him, that guy right there. He is, because he's the face that is this right here. I don't care. He is David Pac-Man. That's his name. And this is his show. Period. Only him. 100% him. No one else. I don't got to look any farther than that face and that. And he is responsible for this. All of it. Whatever it is. No questions asked. I already know enough to know right now. If I could reach out and be AT&T and touch someone, I'd touch him real good. Yeah, make sure he had a good connection. So he could call his mommy. Yeah, call his mommy. Maybe. I don't know. But you don't need a priest or a reverend. Unless you're Catholic, and last rites is an important thing to you before you're, before you close your eyes for the last time, before your Holy Spirit goes up to heaven, and that's an important thing for Catholics. It is. I know it is. I don't have to understand that. But for everybody else, I guess. Well, you stab him, we slap him, and you get embalmed, and you're dead, and you have a thing, and that's a different ritual. So if he wants to, I could reach out and touch him for AT&T, and well, he don't need if he's dead already. Because I'm just going to reach out and touch him and make sure that he gets a proper burial, I guess. Because I don't care about that, and he ain't Catholic. Well, here in New York, you know what happens to you? When you just end up dead, and nobody knows about you or anything at all. Like if I saw him, and oh my gosh, well, I thought he was on this show, but is that him? Oh no, wait a minute. Oh no, it's not. Well, he's dead right there. Well, I thought I just saw him standing up. Did you see this guy back here? This guy right here that looks like this? Did I just see that guy back there standing up? Did I? Let me see. Oh God, no. I just see a place where he was standing. Well, there's a coat back there or something. There's a bump there. Is that guy under there? The guy that was just under there. This guy. Did I see that guy standing there? And I said, oh, that guy there was this guy here on this show. Do you think so? Oh, no, I must be mistaken. Oh, you're not mistaken. Oh, I see. Oh, well, that wasn't this guy standing up there, was it? Let me see. Oh, I was mistaken. No? Well, that's, well, my God. That's, well, that's, well, that's two NYPD officers standing there. And, well, I didn't realize that there was a FDNY ambulance there. Well, that guy that I thought was standing, well, there's a stretcher going into that FDNY ambulance, and the officers are standing there making sure that people stay back. So that guy that I thought was there must have had heart. I don't know. Is that him in there? You know, he's all got the white sheet on him and everything, and well, they're looking like they're doing resuscitation, a bag or something on his face. I don't know. Is that the same guy? Oh, I don't realize. Oh, I'm just stupid, I guess. Thinking that that person there, who they're trying to resuscitate and save their life, could be that guy at all. See how silly I am? I'm so silly. I really am. I didn't see that guy at all. No, because I'm seeing him right now. Well, this was 2 days ago. It could be a mirage. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know who this guy is. And neither do I know how this got online. But I know that this guy could be talking about what he was talking about. And that could be there. And this could be put in any time. It could be. He could be dead. Maybe he's dead. He's not dead. I would know if he was dead. I don't know about Jake Tapper. I don't know who Jake Tapper is. Jake Tapper, maybe he's the cousin of David Pac-Man or Andy and Mike Mario brothers. I don't know who Jake Tapper is. Don't ask me anything about that man. I don't know who he is. That man there, I have no idea who he is. I don't. I have any idea. Who is Jake Tapper? What's he look like? I don't know. That's Mike Pence, the Vice President of the United States. I don't know. Well, why does it look like that? See what happens when I go back to there? It stops, and now that's there. Well, why is that there? Why does this look like it does here? See, you don't have to see this, and look here. Oh. In living color. Oh, look at that. Oh, well, wow, look at that. Look at that. And now look at that. Well, like I said, here we go. Oh, you know me. I'm just a poor, wayfaring stranger, traveling through the world of woe. I hope Mike Pence isn't dead, or they're all alive or something. I don't know. How can I know anything? It's just on the little Roku TV. I don't know anything at all. How could I possibly know something? I never seen Mike Pence face to face in my life. But that's Mike Pence, the Vice President of the United States, and he's alive and well. Yeah, that's all I know. I know that for certain. Absolutely. No doubt about it. Yeah, absolutely about it. Well, Donald Trump has to be the President of the United States. Kamala Harris has to be a Vice President of the United States. Joe Biden, a President of the United States. I mean, you don't stop being President of the United States just because you're not in the office of the executive office of the President of the United States. No, I mean, not ever. Ever. Especially not now. There's orderly stuff about this. I mean, I swear to God, if Ronald Reagan stood up and I could see him in person, see him in person, and I would know it's Ronald Reagan, well, I'm sorry. I don't care who you were. You would listen to what Ronald Reagan had to say. Period. He wouldn't. I just see how he'd act already. Well, and he do what he does, I would know, and well, that'd be all right. I mean, he wouldn't be he wouldn't be acting. He wouldn't disrespect the President of the United States, Donald Trump, or J.D. Vance, or Kamala Harris, or well, for God's sakes, not Joe Biden, but Barack Obama. Dick Cheney. I mean, he would not ever, no, and definitely not any of the wives of the presidents. So I know what I'm saying. That's not possible. It's not.
Can you starting screensaver?
It's not. Here it goes to screensaver. I know it's 56 minutes, but I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
Loading.
Here we go.
Sponsored.
Here we go. Here's a commercial. Oh, this is what it's all about. These here, the commercials. Oh yeah, advertising. This runs the world. This advertising does. Oh, it sure does.
You gotta be tougher. You gotta be tougher. You gotta be doing sanctions on Putin. This approach of trying to placate him will never work. And this stuff just infuriates Donald Trump.
You thought President Trump was beginning to realize, quote, Vladimir Putin doesn't want peace.
Okay.
Vladimir Putin wants Ukraine, unquote.
It's fine just
as you noted, there was no ceasefire agreed to. President Trump seemed to indicate before the summit that had to happen, or he said there would be very severe consequences. Since the summit, he's dropped demands for an immediate ceasefire. 5 Ukrainians were killed overnight. He's telling people, you heard Witkoff say, a peace deal, a larger peace deal, can be reached quickly if Putin's demands, which include Ukraine ceding control of the entire Donbass region to Russia, are met.
Yeah, we can end this quickly if we just give Putin everything.
What do you make of all that? I mean, there are observers out there, people who like Trump, people who are rooting for Trump, who think that Trump got played.
Well, look, I served alongside the president for 4 years. I know his style in dealing with these dictators. It's the velvet glove, but I think the hammer needs to come, and it needs to come immediately. I think the president, as he welcomes President Zelensky to the Oval Office tomorrow, and a whole cast of our allies in Europe that are going to be joining him, I think at the same time he ought to pick up the phone and ask Majority Leader John Thune to immediately pass the secondary sanctions bill that is supported by virtually everyone in the United States Senate. I think the combination of engagement, but also making it clear to Putin that we are prepared to take actions that would literally break his economy, even
Trump's not going to do that.
while we redouble our commitment to the security of Ukraine and to working closely with our European allies is important.
So listen, that is Mike Pence suggesting that Donald Trump do things that he would never, ever, ever, ever do. Because you only do those things if you don't care about your personal friendship with Vladimir Putin. You would only get tough with Putin if you, number one, weren't terrified of him the way Donald Trump clearly seems to be, but also if you weren't seeking his approval constantly and endlessly. And so Pence is actually right on this. There's only really one way to go about this with Vladimir Putin, but Trump's not willing to do that. And of course, that's implicit in Mike Pence's commentary here. Pence later said to Jake Tapper, Putin has made his intentions clear. Putin wants to reconstruct the old Soviet sphere of influence. And someone needs to stop Putin, because Putin's not going to stop until he gets what he wants or until someone stops him. And of course, the context here is Trump would never be the guy to show that sort of backbone, ever.
I said it before, I'll say it again. In the long history of the last 25 years, Putin has made it clear. He launched an attack into Georgia when President Bush was in office. He attacked Crimea and Ukraine when Obama was in office. After that disastrous withdrawal in Afghanistan, he crossed the border and started this war 3 years ago. Putin's made it no secret of the fact that he wants to reassert the old Soviet sphere of influence, what we used to call the evil empire in Eastern Europe. And I think Putin only understands strength. So while the president and his diplomatic team engage in this reapproach with Putin, and there seems to be interest, in my judgment, Putin's not going to stop until he's stopped, until he understands that there's going to be enormous cost to Russia, and there's an unflagging commitment to defending Ukraine's sovereignty by the United States and our allies.
None of that is ever going to happen. On this particular issue, Pence is correct. Pence has correctly assessed Putin's personality. Pence has correctly assessed Putin's goals. Pence has correctly assessed that Putin is not going to say to himself, you know what, I think I'll give up on these ambitions just for kicks. Someone needs to stop Putin. Do any of us believe that Donald Trump is the guy that's going to be able to do that? And then finally, Mike Pence saying Putin can end the violence immediately. That is it's that simple. All of this talk, the equivocation, and what can we get to it, the violence could end today if Putin ends the violence.
Is there any way, I mean, can you explain or do you understand at all how the summit could end without a ceasefire agreed to, and that would be acceptable? I mean, there are 5 Ukrainians who are now dead. I'm not blaming it on President Trump. It's obviously President Putin's fault. But
Right.
if the ceasefire had happened on Friday, those 5 Ukrainians would be alive.
Well, your question in the last segment was relevant. There's a way that Putin can end the violence immediately, and that's with a ceasefire, but then move to negotiation. But look, when it ended and we all watched that press conference and it was clear there was no ceasefire, I must tell you that I was not surprised. I mean, there was an agreement by President Zelensky to a ceasefire back in February. Putin refused it. He's managed to delay the game. All the while, his military has continued its brutal assault on civilian populations in Ukraine. I think that's the reason why. Look, let's have the dialogue tomorrow at the White House. I'm also going to be praying that it's a productive time and a unifying time among all the leaders in the West and the president and President Zelensky. But at the same time, I've always said the United States posture on the world ought to be, one hand extended in friendship and diplomacy, and the other hand resting comfortably on the holster of the arsenal of democracy. I think Putin is only going to understand that there are going to be severe consequences that
There are not.
the president promised if there is no progress from here. The last thing we want to see is for Putin to use this latest delay as a reason to continue this war all the way until the winter hits and the fighting season essentially passes in that part of the world.
Let me add one other thing to this, because Pence is making a lot of sense on this issue. I still find him to be a deplorable and disgusting person. There are some people on the left, they call themselves I don't know what they call themselves. I call it the revolutionary left. Sometimes they're pejoratively called tankies. They often love Russia. They love North Korea. They love Venezuela. Anyway, they're saying neocons want more war. Of course Mike Pence is saying, you got to be tough. You got to do this. You got to do that. Because neocons love going to war. I can't speak to what neocons want. Maybe Mike Pence wants a hot war with Russia. Maybe he doesn't. But I don't know of anyone on the left that realizes really simple stuff. Russia's the aggressor. Ukraine is defending itself. Trump doesn't seem positioned to really fight Putin diplomatically and economically. We're not talking about boots on the ground. I have not heard from a single person even the suggestion of a possibility of thinking about considering going to war against Russia. I don't know anyone who wants that. And so I think it's really important as we think about who is the aggressor. Does Trump have what it takes constitutionally, or is he just so smitten with Putin that when we're thinking about that, the context is not that we want war with Russia. We're just recognizing that as an arbiter
Present for video links.
Russia and Ukraine, if that's what Trump is going to be and that's what Trump wants to do and that's the role the U.S. will have, we don't want a war, but you're going to have to be tougher with Putin than continually delaying sanctions and taking anything Putin tells you and accepting it as if it's unquestionably true. We know that that's not going to work.
Your browser
Sponsored. Skip invite.
Optimize the background
All right.
process now. Click to
Okay,
start
I got this. Oh, I've got it.
Browser edit.
Do I have it or do I have it?
Texting and integration rate.
Do I have it? Of course I've got it. Well, let's don't mince words and have us make mincemeat pie. I ain't into mincemeat pie. I don't know what kind of American here in the lower 48 would have mincemeat pie for any fucking holiday. I don't know. I don't know where you eat mincemeat pie at. Not in the United States, the lower 48, and for God's sakes, not in New York City. Or is it, I don't know where you eat mincemeat pie. I don't know where. Well, since I don't know where to serve mincemeat pie, if I think you are a person just hankering for a piece of mincemeat pie, well, maybe you better hanker and hunker down and get your fucking ass somewhere else. This is out of the lower 48. Go to Canada. They'll welcome you. Don't go to Mexico. They got cartels down there. They don't fuck around in Mexico. Well, I don't care if there's a woman. The president, well, I'll tell you something. How do you think a woman rules? She does in Mexico. I don't know, whatever. Well, they have things down there called cartels. Well, cartels are just business arrangements. That's all. They're business people. A cartel. OPEC is a cartel. By any definition, OPEC is a cartel. It is. Between nations, even. It doesn't have any legal standing in the world. Neither does a cartel in Sinaloa. I don't care. What do you think those names are? It's called OPEC. Oil producing something, UPEC. Oh, Saudi Arabia. Oh, really? Yeah, and what's your problem? Well, go to Canada then. If you're in the lower 48 and you like mincemeat pie, I suggest you go see whatever that fucking guy's name up there is. Go to Ottawa. If you don't like apple pie and things like that, they're American. Lower 48. That's it. Because I ain't getting into Puerto Rico and all, Alaska and all that bullshit. Lower 48. My grandmother had a flag in our house, had 48 stars on it. Maybe one, two, maybe somebody sewed on something. I don't know. It had 48 stars on it. That's what we put out. I put it out. When my grandmother said we should put the flag out, then I'd go get the flag and put it out. Well, the flag we had in my house was folded up in a drawer in the desk over here in some little drawer. And go there and pull that thing out. And, okay, I got it, Granny, and just take it out and put it on a little pole and put it out to the side of the house. Yeah, like that. I did that. When I find it, maybe I had a star sewed on or something like that. Okay, well, when she said there was a little thing out there in the barn, a little thing, I had to go find that. Well, where's that thing at? Oh, I think it's in the closet, wherever somewhere. Oh, gotta find that thing. And, well, where's the flag? Okay, I get that. And attach it to there somehow. I don't know. Whatever, attach it on, I don't know. But hang it out there. And when she said, take it in, I took it in. It'd go out there during the day and come in at night. There's no light on it. Just hang it out there. I don't know. But that's how I did at school. Well, at school, at my grade school, I was a crossing guard for 5th grade. And the flag was in the principal's office. And in the morning, if you were the crossing guard, where the office is, and those 2 crossing guards were responsible for going to the office and saying, we stood there with our orange things on. Well, the secretary knew. She would hand us the flag. We'd take that flag, she'd hand it to us, and we'd hold it. It was all folded properly in a triangle like it's supposed to be. And we'd go out there, 2 of us, we'd go over the flag, and we'd bring that thing down and had the things on it and bring it down. And then we would unfold it. 2 of us would unfold it like you're supposed to and take it out. and then take it and hook it, and then hoist that thing up. Whoop it go, lock it on. Then we bring it down, and at the end of the day, fold the whole thing, two of us do it standing there. Folding, third, standing, folding it, and then bump, tuck it in, there it is, blue thing, and we take that back in, hand it, and rub it like that, and then, here we are, and then just take everything, and put it somewhere, and put it away. And we did that Monday through Friday. So that thing my grandmother had, that's not that, I don't know that flag, that's what we do with that flag, with the other flags my grandma said. Like I said. So I got this. Oh, I got it. I got what? I got you, babe. I got you, babe. Oh, I got you, babe. Babe. Baby. Oh, I got you, babe. Sonny and Cher, of course. I got you, babe. Oh, I got you, babe. I got you, baby, rolling my sweet baby's arms. And Daddy played the squeeze box and Mama played all night long. I got you. I got you. I got you. Got you. Got you. Got you. Oh, I got you. You got me. No, I got you. No. Well, I had to preside over an argument with Jimmy Carter and Ronald Reagan were, out at the ranch or at the peanut farm or the peanut farm at the ranch somewhere. They got into a big fight. Well, I had to okay, President Reagan and President Carter, no need to get a big World War III going. Here you two fighting over which has more. Who has the more? Well, how many jelly beans does Reagan have in his jar? And how many liver pills does Carter have in his jar? Well, for God's sakes, I swear to God, if I hadn't been doing this in my mind, well, those two guys got so upset that they would have caused World War III themselves and blown us all up. Aren't you glad that Ronald Reagan and Jimmy Carter didn't have to argue over who had more jelly beans and liver pills? I hope not. Well, I hope I don't either. I hope I don't see that guy. Well, what guy? I don't know. Some of these guys. Well, these guys are here now. Oh, well, these guys. I still don't know these guys. I don't know any of these guys. I can't say I know who that is. I really can't. I mean, I've seen faces. I mean, I don't know. Can you see this? Right here. Do you know this guy? I don't know. This guy? Or this guy? Oh, here. It's like when you go get to the doctor, when you go to Cohen Optical or someplace, and they put you in the look at the thing, go blurry, then, oh yeah, okay, and you say, oh yeah, oh sure, yeah, and then they scribble a thing down, and you go out in the other room, and they give you glasses, and you pay a lot of money for them, and you say, oh, these are great, oh, I see so much better. Well, as long as I really like the fashion of the frame, well, I don't mind if it's $150, $200. That's what I gotta do. Have a really nice frame and look really good, and have a little correction or something on there, and a little extra. I don't mind that. I know those frames are marked up really, really big, but, well, so, why do I care? I can afford it, so why not? I mean, if I can go to Oak Room as a guest of G. Thomas Johnson, where I'm at Matrix Investment Corporation, and he buys the meal or whatever, and we sit down, and I have palais and creme brulee and whatever in the Oak Room twice or more and stuff. I mean, I'm not gonna say, oh my gosh, well, it's a Plaza Hotel. I mean, Oak Room, okay, I guess. It's nice. Okay. All right. Oh, thank you very much. And we go out and get the car out of the parking garage. And then get in the car and come out of the parking garage and drive all the way back to Groton, Connecticut. And we came down here to sit and eat. Well, it was nice, I guess. We had much better time. It was much nicer just to go to Newport over there and eat, because it's only an hour to come back. And a lot nicer to be over there than be at the Oak Room at the Park Plaza Hotel down here in New York City or something. Well, that's a pain in the fucking ass to go to that place. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it is. Okay, whatever. Well, we'll drive, go to New York City, okay. Down we go. Park and go in there. All right, okay. Okay, well, whatever, okay. Well, sometimes I would drive. Well, you drive, whatever. Yeah, that's all.
Screensaver.
I mean, it's that simple. I don't understand all this. I don't understand why I'm even talking about what I'm talking about. But I am, because I can say what I'm saying. For one reason. I got paperwork in here that was filed in a court that I responded. A situation with an attorney. I had an attorney. I didn't file something in court. No, I didn't file anything in court. There was an attorney who filed things in court and reported to me about what was going on in the court. I never appeared in court. For God's sakes, no, I didn't have any reason to hire an attorney to bring suit against somebody or initiate something. No, I would have to respond to and have an attorney. I'm not stupid. To get some sort of stupid piece of paper to my house, whatever, and me go to a court and say something? You fucking kidding me? Me? No. I hired an attorney to do what had to be done with what the circumstance was. I remember. But there was a reason I had to contact an attorney to handle something, a legal matter in a court. I didn't initiate something. And not against G. Thomas Johnson or Matrix Investment Corporation. No, I worked there and I had no problem with that. So I didn't do anything. I was obviously responding to something somebody brought my way for some reason. Well, I didn't even work there anymore. Whatever the reason, I don't know. I don't remember. I got all the paperwork. So I can say whatever says in that because it's a legal document and it's public record. That's also, I'm not saying anything. I say we did these things. I don't know. Well, maybe we went to the moon. I don't know. You know, it's not your business. I'm just telling a story at that point. It's none of your business. Anything. In a private business, in a private corporation, it's not publicly traded. It wasn't. If I only knew about Berkshire Hathaway or Citibank or some big banks, are they publicly traded? Well, where are they traded? They have to be publicly traded, don't they? Well, where do I get the information? What if I wanted to buy stock? What if I wanted to invest? What if I represented people that had a lot of money who wanted to invest in American banks? And I can't find it out. Well, what kind of report would I give back? Well, that kind of report I'm going to give now and reports I post up. You don't know who they're directed to or who's watching them or anything else, just like I don't know what any of this means. I really don't care. I'm just talking about whatever I'm seeing. I don't know what any of it is. Do you? No. Neither do I. I don't know anything about anything. Do you? No. But I'm going to go somewhere right now. I am. I'm going somewhere right now. Pause. Yeah, so I went to Springfield, Illinois. I did. In September 1st of 1981. After I spent the summer on my grandparents' farm in Missouri. Franklin County. And then, after being there, for the summer, after leaving Abingdon, then I I'm at Springfield, Illinois, on the Illinois Governmental Internship Program for that semester. Then I went back to the farm, Franklin County, Union, is the county seat, and spent all winter, just me and my grandmother and my grandfather on our farm. And then this summer, I got a job at Six Flags in Eureka, Missouri, and drove 55 miles for 5 days of the week, whatever, full-time job, and we drove there and drove back to the farm and slept at the farm every day and drove 2 hours round trip just to work there for the summer. And then I went off to Columbia, Missouri and went to college and did it all again. By my junior year, I'm student body president of my junior year. And then my senior year, I move off campus and live in a home that was the vice president of academic affairs. He had a home that required somebody to have to live, and I lived there down below there that whole school year, and then graduated and went to campus and worked a job has social life and doing all that stuff. So, junior class president, go off for a year, done, come back for graduation. And then my college, by my junior year, I'm student body president. Lead a whole student body. I do. And then move off campus because I couldn't take the politics of campus anymore. The president's a new president and the dean of students and just whatever, I don't know. I just left. Why didn't I? Moved off campus. To the vice president of academic affairs was new and I went and talked to him and I said, okay. And I lived down below there. And while I lived there, I worked. I did work. That's the deal. He needed gravel put on the oval driveway out front, this pea gravel stuff. So I then talked to me about the kind of gravel and stuff, and then they came in a big truck. I had to order that, and the truck came and dumped it on, and I raked that all out, do all that to the satisfaction of the vice president of academic affairs, because that's the deal, and I lived downstairs. I did. Yeah. Sometime that summer, and all my senior year, and into the next summer, until I moved somewhere else. And I moved somewhere else in Columbia, to another apartment that I paid for. And then I had a friend that needed a place to live, and he came to stay with me, and he paid me and stuff, and we worked there. And then yeah. Well, I've been right here. Oh, I have been. Well, of course I am. Oh, yeah, I planned this all out. Oh, God, yeah. How about you? What's your plans? Do you have any plans? Do any of you people have any plans? Does this guy have any plans? The one right here? I'm glad you can't see it very well. And how about these people? Well, you just can't see them very well. That's nice because, I can just say, oh, these motherfuckers. Ah, that one there, over there, that one there. Yeah, that motherfucker. Well, this one right here. This motherfucker. I guess parking Espanol, fine, I don't know. Well, look out for these men. Well, whatever. These ones. These here? Oh, these motherfuckers too. Well, these are men. This is a child of some kind. I don't know what this is. Looks like a cartoon away over here. And these are real men here. I mean, this is serious shit. It's serious shit. It is. Can't you see it? It's all whited out. I don't know why. I can see very clearly. Terrifying Pac-Man. This is a nightmare. Yes, I'd say a nightmare. Oh, crushing. Oh, my God, yeah. See what happens? Now, here we go. I said I got this. I've got it. Hang on. I'm going to pause. I said I got this. I've got it. That little cartoon. That's a cartoon. A cartoon. These men are serious. Well, this one here looks like, oh, I know, it comes in better. Oh, I don't know. Oh, it's not whited out now. It's Roku madness. See these letters? Can you scramble these letters? Well, if we scramble these letters, if you look at these letters carefully, I'll guarantee you'll be able to see. If you look there carefully, you'll be able to see if you know how to do this and got these special dice. So I got these dice right here. See these multi-sided dice? These are a set of multi-sided dice. I know it's black. It is, but they're dice, and it's black. Well, there you can see them. See those things? Dragon Eye dice set in tray. Well, these are still in here. I've opened it, but I didn't dare take them out because I had to get these letters up here. Because if you scramble these letters with these dice, then the pictures down here, it's going to say, Mike Pence crushes Trump over latest failure. Oh no! Former CIA's, like possessive. CIA possesses something. Like former light bulbs possessing these dice. So former CIA's dice. The CIA's bright light thing, and there's rolling dice. The CIA's dice light. Yeah, terrifying warning about David Beckman Show. Terrifying Trump W. Inflicted economic. David Beckman Show. David Beckman Show. David Beckman Show. David Beckman en Espanol at David Beckman Espanol. This child is like a character from a cartoon. This is Mike Pence. Mike Pence. What it says down here? Well, Mike Pence, that's Mike Pence. You should see his face. Oh my God, he's a distorted robot. Oh God, Donald Trump. Oh my God. Oh, Putin. It's Putin Putin. It's Putin. That's Vladimir Putin. No, Ilyich Putin. I don't know. Putin. I can't even say it anymore. That's Mike Pence. Oh, he looks really serious. I know. Your free gift is enclosed. Oh my God, no. There's no free gift. I don't know what that is. It's red. I don't know. Does that come up with that? I don't know. That's orange. Oh, I don't know what that is. So anyway, there's all this stuff. There's letters and there's dices. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Hang on. I got this. I got no idea. I have no idea. No, I do not know what. Don't ask me. I can't tell you. I don't know. No. Par for the course. It's par for the course. Oh, whatever. I have no idea. Nope. It's all right with me. I don't care. I don't know where to go. Oh, there it is. Well. Well, the little red light came back on. I have no idea. I don't know, but I'm going to pause it again.
Looking for a signal. Check that your device is unplugged into AD. Layer arm hash Russia hash Ukraine hash drum hash keys. Drop Jeffrey Sachs making peace with Russia and learning from John F. Kennedy's example at CCBPACG at CCBPACG.
The Soviet Union has, as does the United States, 6,000 nuclear warheads, roughly 1,600 in active deployment.
Jeffrey,
Neither side is
come
going
on.
to be defeated.
What are you
for
talking
using
about, buddy? You
those
don't know
weapons.
this.
The idea
You don't
that
know
we
any of
hear
these
it
numbers.
every day.
You're a liar.
We should
You don't know
defeat
none of
Russia.
this.
We should defeat Putin.
Oh, you don't know
This
what you're
is
talking
a
about.
mind-boggling.
You're a professor at Columbia who has a bunch of money, you think. You have nothing. You're nothing. You better shut the fuck up. You're dead.
Sense
You're
in
dead.
an age when great
You're
powers
dead
make
already,
large and relatively
you motherfucker.
invulnerable nuclear
Oh, you're dead, all right. You're
Next,
dead.
President Kennedy.
Yeah, you're dead. Oh, how dare
A
you.
world
You know nothing.
nuclear
Oh, no.
is
Go
Russia,
ahead. Tell us all about
the
it, what
successor
you know.
state, the continuation
Yeah, go
state of the
ahead.
Soviet
I know
Union,
everything you've ever said.
as does the United
You're a
States.
blithering
6,000
idiot. You
nuclear
must be dead
warheads,
already.
Roughly 1,600 in active deployment.
It don't matter.
Neither side is going to be
It
defeated
don't matter.
before using.
No,
these
you're
weapons.
defeated already.
The idea, and we
Oh,
hear it
defeat
every day.
me.
We
Won't
should
be
defeat
long
Russia.
till
We should
happiness
defeat Putin.
comes home
This
to
is
greet
a
you.
mind-boggling
Bum, bum.
miscalculation
Raindrops are
and
falling on your
misunderstanding.
head.
We
I
are
hope
in
it's
the new
acid
phase of
fiery
war and
rain
Cold War.
upon your
Defeating
head.
Russia makes
Oh, you
no
are
sense.
dead.
In an
Yeah.
age when great
You're
powers
the
can
curse
maintain
of
large
Columbia.
and relatively
God, I bet you're held up
nuclear
over there.
Forces.
You motherfucker.
Next,
Well, you know what's happening over
President
there.
Kemp Dill.
It's a
We're
land
in
reclamation
a world
project.
Of
Yeah, right on
nine
your fucking face.
nuclear powers.
Whoa, nuclear. Oh, God.
Russia,
You're so powerful.
the
Oh,
successor
Russia.
state, the
Oh,
continuation state
successors.
of the
Oh,
Soviet
yeah.
Union.
Successor
As
professors.
does the
Oh,
United
well,
States,
well.
6,000
Wow, wow,
nuclear
wow.
warheads.
Like this video
Three
along with
blind
189
mice. See how they run.
Like
Yeah,
this
you're
video
dead,
along-
buddy.
Black Henry's come
Of course you are. You're who I wanted. You are.
to believe
You are
simply
who I
that-
want. Right now. You are. Exactly who I want.
We're in
Like this video along with
Yeah, let me know
189
down
other
here.
people. Dislike this video. Like this video along with 189.
Yeah.
Dislike this video.
Russia.
More, but
Whoa,
entering
whoa,
dialogue.
whoa,
More. Save to playlist menu item 1 of 6.
Save the blade.
Enter. Watch later.
We'll just
Check.
put you on
Check.
tilt.
Check.
Put you on all of them.
Nano previous.
Yeah, and then
notes
I'll
of
go
the
back
check
and make a
box.
special
Now
one just
check.
for
Time
you.
32.
And then go gather you up everywhere.
Check.
Neither side
And
Checkbox.
flood
Check.
and flood the internet with you.
the
And
idea
you'll turn out
Check.
dead.
every
You
day
will.
we should
That's how it
defeat
works.
Russia. We should defeat
When I focus this much
This
on one
is
person
a
like you,
mind-boggling
Check.
you can't escape it.
miscalculation and
Check
misunderstanding.
No,
box.
you can't.
We are
Check.
in
Today.
You fucking
Checkbox.
asshole.
Check.
and total war.
You've been on my
Defeating
list a long
Russia
time, buddy.
makes no
Yeah, I
sense.
know when you turned. I don't know.
Roth
what
Jeffrey
it
Sachs
was.
on
Of course I
defeating
did.
Russia. He was nuclear armed. Hash Russia.
Yeah,
Hash Ukraine. Hash
at
Trump. Hash Putin.
CCBP.
Roth Jeffrey Sachs making peace with Russia and learning from
Okay.
John F. Kennedy's example at
CCBP.
CCBP.
Okay, that's
Search
it.
results for
CCBP. That's what you call
Professor
yourself
Katz,
now.
1 of 5.
Yeah, you fucking
Open
coward.
YouTube with the same count.
You shirker.
Oh, H,
You
A, button.
fucking bastard shirker.
H,
You're dead.
H,
I've had
button.
you list
Space
on my
button.
list a long
Space
time,
button.
buddy. Yeah,
Finger
you.
button.
Of course,
Finger.
I know when you turned. I know exactly, boom, when it was. Quite some time ago. Oh, I know everything. I've followed you. I know everything you've
H button.
said.
Oh, H button.
Parading
H
yourself
button.
around in Europe as some kind of American expert. Like I said, you're such an apologist for Europe. Why, that you made it into a polemic with the United States. And you're the polemic guy. Because you're such an apologist for Europe. And a eulogist for America. You're a fucking polemic nightmare. An apologist for Europe and a eulogist for... Well, my J.D. Vance is a eulogy for a hillbilly. Well, he must be your best friend. So we're going to gather him up and you can go sit with him. In the death chamber, Senate. I'm going to gas you in there. Block you all in there and gas you or something. Something horrific. I haven't figured it out yet. Well, they're all dead. Let Mitch McConnell decide. Let Mitch McConnell decide. Not just the ones in Senate today, but any man or woman who's still alive, should they live or die, Mitch McConnell can make a list and make it known. And then I will decide. Let him prepare the list or make it known, then I will decide. And if that doesn't happen, then I will just decide everything and Mitch McConnell will be the only one who lives. Because his wife's sister had a very, untimely, but anticipated death. Well, I left the family, had a situation. And that's what he said in his speech. When he said he was going to remain in the Senate, but no longer could be a leader. I really it broke my heart to hear him talking about that. From the floor of the Senate, about his wife and his wife's sister, that she had, whatever happened, I wouldn't want to say, but it really touched my heart. It touched my heart so much, I said, it touches my heart so much, I really hope that woman is not, Yeah, if I could only figure out who he's talking about. That's such a threat. Then he has to say that his wife's sister was dead. Who could be such a threat to the United States that Mitch McConnell would say, I can't serve as the leader because my wife's sister's dead? That sounds ridiculous to me. That's about how I feel about it. I'll figure it out. Yeah. Who or what is such a threat to the United States that Mitch McConnell said that his wife, his sister-in-law, or his wife's sister, is dead. And he can't serve as the leader anymore. I don't know what that is. But that's what I'm thinking about right now with Professor Sachs. A little bit. It's coming to
Recent
my
searches,
mind.
Professor Sachs.
Oh, that's what I want.
E button.
I
C
want
button.
say,
E
B.
button. E loading.
P.
P. E.
P.
E.
A.
E. Button.
Say.
C. E button. Key.
P. C. B. Peace.
L. S. C.
That's
Space.
great.
Search
perfect.
button. Loading.
There it is.
Search results for CCBPAC. Row is
Right
5.
here. Community Church of Boston.
At CCBPAC.
Yeah, why is he on this channel?
2 of 21 or more.
I know why he's on this channel. I already know. Community Church. Here's where Professor Sachs is hanging out. Community Church of Boston. Community Church of Boston at CCBPACE. 80,700 subscribers. What's Professor Sachs, a distinguished professor of Columbia Universitas, hanging out a place like that? Who's he been slumming around with? Shooting up crack or killing people or doing something or fucking people up the ass or torturing people. I don't know what he's doing hanging out in a place like that. That's a godforsaken place for only the devil worshippers. That sounds like David said, Jeffrey Sachs. Well, it is. Here he is. I just watched a video. He was on there. He was on this channel. Well, what kind of demotation did he take? A demotation? He didn't get demoted. He has a demotation situation. That's a noun. Demotation. A demotation situation, Jeffrey Sachs, by his own admission. By his own admission. Because here he is on the channel. It's his channel. Why is Jeffrey Sachs hiding out on here? He's had a demotation situation. Yeah. A demotation situation. That's right. Yeah. Jeffrey
Sachs Russia has
Jeffrey
escalated
Sachs.
on suburbias. Community
Yeah.
Church of Boston. Jeffrey Sachs Russia has escalated on suburbias. Hash Russia hash
Yeah.
hash.
Even
Yes.
though
Jeffrey
President
Sachs Russia
Obama
has escalated on
It's
suburbias.
godforsaken.
Hash Jeffrey Sachs hash
Very
peace.
unwise.
Drop Jeffrey
And
Sachs on how we can make
very
peace with Russia by
unwise.
learning from JFK's example at
Victoria
CCBPACG at CCBPACG.
when she was Assistant Secretary of State,
Like this
participated
video along with
Nobody cares about you,
like
Jeffrey.
this video along subscribe.
Jeffrey, nobody cares about you.
I forgive but I never forget.
Jeffrey, nobody cares about you.
Like this video
You have
along
no
with
one
9,000.
to help
I
you,
forgive.
Jeffrey.
Subscribe.
I never
I
forget.
forgive but I never forget.
You don't have
National
anybody to help you, Jeffrey.
even though
Jeffrey Sachs
President
Russia
No,
has
you're
escalated
dead,
on
man.
suburbias. Hash Russia hash
You
Ukraine,
are.
hash Search
I've
results
got you
for
now.
CCBPAC, bro. Jeffrey Sachs Russia
What
has
are you
escalated
doing
on suburbias. Hash Russia hash
at a
Ukraine, hash
channel?
Jeffrey Sachs hash G's.
Community Church of Boston.
40K views, bullet 5 months ago.
5 months ago.
21 or more. Call Lawrence Wilkerson and Chief Dennis Fritz on their own interim.
5 months ago.
432 views, bullet 3 months
3
ago.
months ago.
58 seconds for
Colonel
21 or
Lawrence
more.
Wilkerson and Chief Dennis Fritz on Iran. Max Blumenthal is Trump afraid of Israel 2 months ago.
Max Blue.
JFK's peace speech in a world beyond war. Max Blumenthal discusses the war on Iran. Chief Dennis Fritz speaks about deadly betrayal, the truth. Scott Horton provoked how Washington started the new. Jeffrey Sachs on JFK and the CIA. Bay of Pigs, Cuban Missile Crisis. The rise and fall of American capitalism resolving. Richard D. Wolf.
1 year ago, Shorts 11.
Professor Mohammed Morandi on Iran and Gaza. Professor Jerry Sachs on the ICE raised protest and president. Ambassador Chaz Freeman on his war with China inevitable. Omar Bedar, the Trump Netanyahu plan to complete the transformative rule of women in U.S. labor breaking. Community Church Channel Trailer, welcome to CCB, exclamation point. Representative Rokana, colonialism, oh God, Rokana. You're dead, Mr. Kohana. You're a member of Congress. Well, you're dead already. You can't be on this channel. Another way. So you're guaranteed dead. Well, maybe you're the one I really want. No, I want Sachs, too. So Sachs and you are dead. Scott Horton, he's dead. Horton, wrong name. Horton, here's a who. You're from Canada. Horton, you're Canadian. You're dead. Everybody appears with you dead. Yeah. Ambassador Chaz Freeman. Well, ambassador, we'll pass on the ambassador. Max is dead. Lost mother. Well, we don't know about that. Rabbi Cat, I don't know about that. Jody, I don't know about that. Ambassador, I'll skip that. The USS Liberty, I'll skip that. Skip that. And this is not good. The Trump now plan to complete the genocide. No, these people are dead. They're all dead here. Dead. This is dead. Ambassador Malik gets a pass for now. Ambassador,
Michael Pelb,
Michael.
in Washington.
Yeah, pass.
And
Pass.
Dennis Fritz and Lars.
No, this is bad. Dead.
The truth about why we as a
Dead.
community
Dead
church
as far as
Boston
I'm concerned. I don't know yet, but dead.
1 hour. A celebrity survivor.
Pass. Pass.
Dean Stevens and Michael Shea.
Dead. Dean Stevens and Michael Shea. Dead. Dead for now. It's just sorting through. Getting to the end of this. I'm tired of calling them out dead.
Community Church of Boston.
Dead. Not good. This ain't good. Same fucking place. The same place. This guy's dead. Whoever he is.
Personally,
Yeah, I'm really going to get it. Oh, this is really bad there. No good. Norman dead. Dead. Yeah, I don't know. Dead. I don't know. Dead. 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 Yeah, pass. Dead. Yeah. Oh, dead. That guy's dead. Oh, he's dead. He's wearing a collar. Yeah, these fake priests, he's dead. Yeah, okay. Here we go. This is the place. Well, I'll be getting back to this later. I don't care what happens. We know you all are. I do. I got you all taken care of. All right, there we go. So just so we know what happened here. What happened?
Billet stream 6 months ago. 1 hour, 34 minutes, 55 seconds.
Well, we got to go back to Hammer. The Hammer. David Pacman. Mike Pence. The Hammer. We do. We got to go back to Mike Pence and the Hammer. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Going back to there. Because that's where we're going.
Search tab
Here.
2 of 11.
To here, but back to there.
Keyboard.
Yeah.
Button.
I already knew where I was going. A while
Search.
back. So I'm just going back
Open YouTube with the
Now.
same count.
to where I was. That's how I operate.
Space button.
That's what I do.
Search but loading.
Uh-huh.
Search results for CCBPAC
Yeah.
Pro. This 5-part beyond
Fine.
David. Open YouTube with the same V button. W but space clear.
Clear.
Loading.
So I get to go back to
Space.
Well, let's go here for a
Search
minute.
tab 2 of
here. Let's go to here. Real quick.
First post 5 of
Yeah,
5
I'm done right
video.
now. Well, you know, it goes back to David Pacman. David Pacman, that image I saw with Mike Pence, that's not a real body of a real person. No, that is a AI generated thing, but I'm sure there's a real person involved with that face of that young gentleman, but that young gentleman's dead too. But that's David Sachs speaking through this AI kind of generated but real person kind of thing. Weirdness. So that's why I figured that out when I was watching the guy talk. I said, that's David Sachs talking there. And so I went on, but we got David Sachs to come back, but just say, well, that person's a real person, that young face, but it's weirdness of this whole world we live in. And, well, whatever he's, but that kid, he's got to be dead because he's not right. He can never be right. Whatever that is, I don't know. And David Sachs is responsible for it, for that kid and whatever his condition and whatever that was, and the kid is too, and everybody they know and everybody else. Yeah, I keep telling you all, when are you going to do something? When are you going to? I got really specific before. Columbia University, here in Manhattan, it starts at 116, 15, it does. Goes across to Amsterdam. It's all the big libraries at that end, big walls and buildings all around the other side, all around the other side. And in the middle of the quad, it's all empty in there in the quad. And you go up these steps facing north, and there's an old building sitting up there. It's got a dome thing on it. You need to simply drop a big fucking bomb on that and blow that one building to fucking smithereens. And I'll know you're serious and they can stop. And if that has to, I don't care. I'm 61 years old. I'm going nowhere until I see violence of buildings over there. That's as narrow as it's going to get. If that doesn't happen, it will never end. Ever till the last man, woman, child in Manhattan, Bronx, Queens, Staten Island, here in Brooklyn, starting out closer to me. I'll be the last man out with a few people. I got 500,000 people dedicated to me and our cause here. 500,000. Yeah, 500,000 at a minimum. And how did I come up with that? Because it was reported in a reliable place that I've been watching for a long time. Just sort of mentioned that said, well, Zoran Mandami, in this election fiasco we had, and when it was all done and over, Zoran Mandami received 500,000 votes more than senators from New York. Like big vote-getting senators. Some new guy has 500,000 more votes than the highest vote ever gotten by senators from here. Oh, really? So I said, well, if that's how many votes he got more, and that's 500,000, then I have 500,000 loyalists to me here, who are protecting me and us here and our environment and our way of life. If he has that many votes, and if that's a real number, whatever is what was reported, I said, well, God, that fucking damn. I got 500,000 loyalists within a few blocks around here, maybe more. Well, boy, oh boy, what kind of vote of confidence is that in me? Yeah, it explains one fucking thing. Why they don't need to talk to me and I don't need to talk to them, because we know what we're all doing. We're busy. And nobody can come in here. I have at least 500,000 loyalists. I don't even know their name and they're spoken to. But they're on the same mission I am or not. No wonder nobody can come in here. This dense urban place, it's so dense here. This is the worst place in the world. You can't come in here. You can't. This is not urban. This is a concrete sniper's nest. Windows high everywhere. There ain't no regular army person that would say, fuck you, I ain't gonna go. What do you want me to do? Oh, you want me to go walk down the street? There's windows high everywhere. It's just a gun every minute. Nobody can get in here. No one. You can't come in on fucking train. How are you going to get up here? You can't. It's impenetrable over here. Especially here. Yeah. I have many videos I put up talking about, please do something. Stop the electric place. Please stop the trains running. Control the trains. Stop the trains running, please. Stop the fucking trains. They're not safe for anybody. Well, okay. You're all so powerful and smart. Whatever. It's too late now. I am going to go to Manhattan. I'll tell you, when I go over there, I don't care. I don't care if my own mother saw me. I said, oh, hi, Mom. If I saw her, I'd ignore her. I would. Because I couldn't even have my own mother walk with me and come here. Because if she does, she's going to be dead. Because anybody I walk with over here like that will be dead. Because I can't do that. I can't. No. Absolutely not. No. I can't leave here either. Not for a little while. I have business to do. I do have business to do. Well, there'll be some other people be right along. Oh, they're always along. Yeah. They are. Yeah. I don't know what anybody thinks you're going to do. They ain't going to do shit. About nothing. Not me. Not me any day, anytime, any soon. I'm 61 years old. I've already been here on the ground in this house for 4 fucking years. Every day. Doing videos, talking to people, making videos. Everybody knows me here. They all know me here. I don't speak to them. They don't speak to me. We don't have to. We're not here for pleasure and fun. I'm not. 4 years here. And they know the whole story about everything. They probably propagate for me. Who knows? I don't know what they do. Yeah. Me. Ronnie-Dean-Ward. What do you think I am? What did I just say I am? Well, Let's have some détente. Let's have a meeting. Like, have a hearing or call a judge or what you want to do. I don't know. It all sounds really foolish, don't it? That this ain't gonna change here. It's not. And I don't care what they say. Benjamin Netanyahu Likud was in Queens slaughtering people in the street. I mean, that's propaganda. That ain't true. No. What the hell would Netanyahu or Likud or anybody be doing over here? Killing people. That's all propagandic lies. Propagandic lies. But if it was true, please do it more and get it over quick. I hope so. I don't care. Hezbollah, Hamas, Likud, I don't care who it is. If they're here killing people, that's good for me. Because they won't kill anybody that isn't supposed to be dead. No, they wouldn't. There's not genocide over here. No. There's a lot of dead people, I'm sure, and even more, but that's not genocide. It can't be. If it is, then please speak up and say so. And then we'll come and kill you. And whatever you stand for. Well, then we'll go get the name of every person who's reported dead on death row, starting with the state with the least number dead, and start there, and kill the governor, the lieutenant governor, the constitutional officers, every member of the state legislature, every senator, and every judge. From the Supreme Court all the way down, all of them. Every single one of them dead. And then we'll go to the state with the next least deaths, and we'll save the best for last, Texas. And then we'll do Abbott and everybody down in Austin. We'll blow that fucking place up. And we'll go to Florida and just slaughter everybody there. All of them. Every judge, every county administrator, every county board, every county commissioner, every secretary, every driver, every lawn person, the cousin and the brother of everybody that's on the dole. Yeah, we'll save the best for last, Florida. Yeah, I ain't fucking joking, man. I'm not joking.